The snow is falling down. I've been longing for this Christmas, when everyone's around to share this holiday. Yes, it's a time of...
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be doing a Christmas crafty video today, so it's all things from the charity shops I bought recently. I'm going to be upcycling them and reinventing them for Christmas 2020, the year that we won't ever forget, I'm sure of that. I don't know if this is the first video with my new hair. When I started my no-buy year, it was this short, and then I didn't have a cut for 18 months, so I feel like it's a little bit difficult to get used to, and I need to style it myself, because when the hairdresser does it, it's not quite, when it's got all the products in and stuff like that, you need to like let it bed in, I feel. So hopefully it'll bed in the next couple of washes. But anyway, you're not here to talk about my hair, are you? Let's get crafting. I've got loads of bits here. If you saw my recent Frugal Day with me, my Thrift with me video, I've got lots of crafty bits. So I'm just going to do some really inexpensive Christmas decorations. I really hope you like them. If you're new here, I would adore to have you here in my community as a subscriber. I'm so close to 50,000 subscribers, and I just really, really hope I can get there before the end of the year. Wish me luck. Like the video if you enjoy it. Grab yourself something to drink and enjoy it. Let me know if you make any of these. In fact, tag me on Instagram. It's Lara, Joanna, Jarvis. I'd love to see you guys create any of these or your own creations. Yeah, let's get on with it. I got this from Aldi, and it's a little winter bouquet. Now, normally I would forage for these sorts of things, but I really loved this kind of very textured. I love the colour. It's very nice if you've got like flocked decorations. So I'm going to make something from this. I'm going to try and bend it, I don't know how pliable it is, into a bit of a wreath situation. And it actually came with these little things as well. So this was $4.99. It is quite pricey, especially as you can get things free from the garden. But what I'm going to do is a few different crafts with it. So I do think that I get my money's worth out of it. I want to do some crafting with us, Maggie. You always want to be in, don't you, darling? So I'm going to try and fashion this. I don't know if you remember this from my Thrift with me, probably before lockdown. I can't even remember how long ago this was, but I made a light shade out of a basket, and I was left with this because I knew I'd need it, and I always do that. I feel like I need a storage solution for all of my craft stuff because it's just in bags and it's just a bit of a mess. But anyway, I'm going to try and expand this to make it a little bit bigger, and then we are going to make it into a wreath. I've just found some beautiful pheasant feathers. I was out on a big walk and there were some feathers, and I thought they would look beautiful within a wreath. So yeah, let's do that.
It's cold outside, but the fire keeps us warm. We can't stand.
Okay, I think we can get away with that. I'm going to have to try and do is really tie that on tightly. This actually came with the bouquet of foliage, so I think it's like the perfect thing to do this with, which is ideal. It's done me a huge favour having to find something. If I'm in focus, I've just got my ring light out because it's so dark. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, yes, a little bit oval, but that's amazing. A free ring. So these are the feathers I got, and I just love the style of these kind of like sticking out. So I've obviously washed them and tried to clean them and everything. So I'll put that away for a minute. I don't want a full wreath here, so I just want to kind of like have a bit on the side, if that makes sense. Look at where I'm going to hang it. I think I might hang it from there.
The first for you and me. Another year went by, but the difference this time.
I'm going to add this in for some texture as well. I don't know if you remember, this is from one of my crafts. In fact, this tray which I made for my Halloween display, and I will mix it up for Christmas now. So this is just an insert for a hanging basket, and I kept all of the extra. I'm just going to wind that around because I think it's going to be a really lovely texture just to add to that. So I've glued that all the way around there, just back in the front of it to stick it on. So it's a little bit more egg shape than I would like, but so far free from scraps.
Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. Cause Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I've longed for this moment to have you for myself in a cabin out in nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything till we're perfect for this week. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me.
So I've kind of finished this bit. I'm going to pop in these feathers as I'm, you know, where I can into the string that I've got already in there. I'm just going to take my string. I'll link everything that I've used here below, any supplies. I have this huge bowl, as you can see, and I use it for my crafts, and it's really inexpensive. I'm just going to take this round. I really love the texture of this and the colour.
Holding hands to keep each other warm while we stand and watch a choir perform.
So what I'm going to do is maybe an inch wide wrap of this string all the way around, just pulling it really tightly as I go so that there's no gaps in between, and then it just makes a really nice finish to it. And I'm going to use the same string to make a loop as well so that I can hang it.
Is to spend this day with you. Let me give you
And here we go. As you can see, it's very rustic, but it's just how I wanted it to look. I love the feathers and the material from the hanging baskets, and I just really love how this has turned out from scrap materials and obviously things that you could find in the garden. Next up, I'm going to recycle these. These were, I think, £1 from the charity shop, and they're a dark black colour, so I'm going to give those a new breath of fresh air, breath of life. And then I've also got these fir cones, which on their own would make really nice decorations. They're from Sainsbury's originally, and £1 in the charity shop. And they have a really nice gold spray on them. You could easily do this to fir cones from a woodland, but they also have this really handy little hook as well, so that's going to save me a job. But as I said, you can easily make these for free and then just put loads of glue and loads of glitter on them. So I'm going to spray these with my trusty Rust-Oleum spray. I will link this in the description bar for you guys. I did about 3 coats of this in the end, just turning them each time they dried and then spray. The trick is not to spray too much at once because it will just drip. Back in with my trusty string now. I am going to knot one end of it so that things don't fall off and I can have it as a hanging hoop. And then I'm going to just simply knot them on in similar lengths in between, and I'm going to do one fir cone to one little bauble. These I think would be great just on the tree as they are, but I'm going to make a little garland out of them because I love the simplistic style of it and with the gold as well. If you would prefer, you could paint them white and put some snow spray on them, put some white glitter on them. You could paint them green, whichever your style is. It can be upcycled. And this is how it turned out. Really simple. It cost £2, well not even that, probably £1 because I had loads left over and a bit of string. So a brilliant, simple decoration that you could hang around your Christmas tree or on the wall or within another garland as well. Really simple but really effective. You guys will have to let me know in the comments which one you like the most out of these 3 crafts. So I've got this old jar, which is just a pasta sauce jar. And what I'm going to do is fill it with water, and I'm going to pop in things like berries, which I just foraged on the way home from school the other day, and then I'm going to put in a few little sprigs of this foliage as well. So I'm just going to fill up this jar with some water. I actually later went and filled it up a little bit more because it wasn't quite enough. I'm going to pop these berries in, just any foliage that you can find really, and the trick is just to tuck it in. Now what I will say is I actually did it too high the first time, so when I put the candle in I thought that is probably a fire hazard, so just keep an eye on that, make sure it's a bit lower down than this original one. Just going to pop that candle in there just so it's got a little bit more protection from the leaves, and then I'm going to pop that shot glass in the middle. And as you can see, it's finished. It's got glitter in there as well from the bits of foliage from the bouquet, and it just looks really nice floating in the water. I've just tied on a little bit of rattan at the front there just to give it a bit of extra, but you could do anything with this with different styles of ribbon or rope, a bow, and yeah, really simple and really free. Don't forget to comment below which one your favourite was. I would really love to see you back here for the next video. Lots of advice and inspiration to live your best life on a budget. Thank you so much for watching. If you don't see me again, happy Christmas. I hope you have a really happy one and you're surrounded by hopefully some loved ones and people that you're allowed to see. Thank you for watching and I'll see you so soon. Bye!